Hey everybody, it's Laura Vibes Energy. It's good to see everybody. Sending you love, frequency. Let's raise your vibration. I'm going to help you today with some tools that have helped me along my path. Sending you lots of love, light. I hope everybody had a good day. For us in Florida, it was go back to school. So, which seems early, but let me tell you, back to school in Florida means you better have so much patience. And I kind of love the day that I did this nervous system reset, which is what I'm going to talk about on here today, because today is when I most likely needed it. Because in Florida, when we start school, almost every block has so many cars on it. You cannot go around these cars, and they're at stop signs, four-way stops, and they're all in line to pick up their kids from all these other schools. So if you're trying to get somewhere and it takes 20 minutes, it's going to take you about 2.5 hours, which is what it took me today. So I am so glad that I know my tricks, because I really needed that today. Patience is virtue. Yeah. So today we are talking about nervous system. And by the way, I hope everybody gets their kids back to school and has an awesome day, whether you're in Florida or not, or any other state. I hope they all have a really good first day back. So happy school year, y'all. Okay, so the nervous system. There's a couple exercises that I do to regulate it. We now need our nervous system regulated so much more often than we ever did in the past. There's a lot of factors if you want to go and look into all of that. But, I know for a fact, nervous system it's everything. And breath is the first thing you do when you come into this planet, and it is the last thing that you do when you leave this earth. So I am telling you, when I say breath work, breath in general is key. It's like 80%. Yeah. So one of the ways that I like to regulate my nervous system, especially if I have more anxiety or, stuff like that, I will breathe in for 4. I will hold it for 4 with my eyes closed, and I will release for 6. I do it 3 times. That literally, scientifically proven, resets your entire nervous system. And then you can go on with your day, or go on with a better decision, or have patience that you didn't have a minute ago. So that is going to be your most effective and your fastest way to regulate your nervous system. Another way that I like to regulate my nervous system is nature. Something inside of nature, and please, if you really know the science behind nature of why it grounds us so much. I mean, we know trees are very rooted and grounded, so we know that our energy is good around them, right? But there's got to be more to it, right? But nature, you guys, get out in nature, even if it's 15 minutes sitting by a tree. Hugging a tree is one of my favorite things. I will hug it. I don't care who's around. If my nervous system needs to be regulated, I'm gonna hug that tree. So, hug some trees, please. Or just go and visualize nature. It really starts to calm us down, get us into that state that we want to be in, so we're good to make decisions and we're good to treat other people. It's a whole scenario. Remember, by bettering yourself, you're not only bettering yourself, you're bettering everyone around you. It's a domino effect. Also, another way is, if you have a partner, some people like to do this, and you put your heart, not your heart, you put your hand on their heart, and they put their hand on your heart, and you close your eyes, and you just feel for their heartbeat, and then you start to breathe with each other, and then most of the time you'll become in sync with each other. That's a really good way to regulate the nervous system as well. As another person naturally can help regulate our nervous system by tapping into each other's heart. I like to call it heart coherence, which is also amazing. You can look into that. But I will be talking more about that on these videos. Guys, those are the 3 things 3 or 4 things that really gonna help your nervous system. So please do those, because I have to do them all the time now. Where before I could regulate every week. I felt like, like that was good. I'd ground myself once a week, right? Now, I think it's like every other day, every day. So I'm like, okay, time's sped up. Like the energy is different. Like we were not meant to hustle and bustle. So yeah, unfortunately, we got to figure out our nervous systems, guys. And that's the best way. Breath. Okay, I love you guys, and I hope that really helped. I hope I get to help some of you during this week, especially if you're in Florida and your kids are in school. All that crazy beginning stuff, jitters. Regulate nervous system. I love everybody, and I can't wait to see you guys in a couple days. Namaste.